some argue that any stay on these kind of measures aimed at social justice is regressive, something that the court themselves said, some of those top courts that are going to be playing out on our screens as well. On the other hand, others say that this is just badly drafted, and a badly drafted justice can cause more harm than no justice at all. Where should the balance lie after today's arguments? I'm sure you've heard them as well. How do you view the Supreme Court stay? Is it a setback? Is it a pause? Are we looking at an improvement of the laws? Are we going to look at a completely different picture in the days to come? What's going to happen next?
No, I think what Supreme Court has said and stated, we had expected that very well, because we know that the way things move in this country, socially, politically, educationally, the very first chance where the equity and inclusion is brought in picture, whether it is the case of the reservation, whether it is the case of quota or SC/ST law or anything, the Supreme Court has only one message: put on hold everything. So they have done it. We have no issue on that, and let the Supreme Court take its time and decide on these.
But Mr. Bharti, aren't those progressive steps? Just to say that they don't have any other option would be diluting the purview of what the Supreme Court said. I was going through the the arguments as well. There are several other cases. The entire the top court of the land can't just keep everything aside and give the entire day to these regulations and this particular case.
Absolutely.
So I mean, just to say that they have no other option, they put a stay because this is the pattern and this is predictable. I think that's where we're going a little wrong. We're diluting this. But talk to us about the new committee. There's a new committee that's going to be set up. Notices to the center have been issued. I mean, the train has certainly moved to another station.
No, that one is that the modality that Supreme Court has normally adopted in cases where the scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, OBC seeks justice. That is one modality. The second is the issue of the justice. And, I have read that there are the one important comment that on Article 3C and 3E, which Supreme Court has commented upon. And I'm sure that the Supreme Court judges know the caste-based discrimination is certainly different from the racial discrimination or gender discrimination or other kind of discrimination. And particularly in case of the scheduled caste, scheduled tribes and OBCs, the caste discrimination is much more serious. Let me put a small, example that recently in Rewa in Madhya Pradesh, one Brahmin, removed the choti of a Yadav person. He was not a scheduled caste. So I guess that in this country, in this culture, or in this religion, whatever you can say, the upper caste think that they can do everything and get away with this. Whether it is discrimination, whether it is exclusion, whether social boycotting. That when this so-called agitation began, they have given a call: no doctor will visit Dalit, Adivasi, OBC, and no shopkeeper will sell.
And some other horrible things have also been said. You're absolutely right. Some other horrible things have also been said. But I think it was Advocate Indira Jaisingh who had said. It was the advocate who had said, it was about discrimination within discrimination. The 3E and the 3C and 3F point that you're talking about.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
3E does not specifically talk about the caste-based discrimination with the scheduled caste, scheduled tribe and OBC. It talks discrimination in general. There are two kinds of discrimination in this country. One, discrimination in general, and this is the accepted norms and the rule of law in this country. The discrimination with scheduled caste, scheduled tribe is given a different connotation in the law in this country, and that's what the UGC has done. I am not, so I'm sure that when the case will go on argument and whether they will argue with each other.
Right.
I'm sure those issues will be taken care of. But at this point of time, I suppose the question that Supreme Court had it in mind, the way there is a...
But Mr. Bharti, I'm just trying to be the devil's advocate here. Imagine there's a disabled person, especially abled rather. They will say that why not give us a subclause as well? if part E says discrimination all across for all stakeholders, then the people who are facing discrimination on the basis of gender will come out and say, why not give us another subclause that talks about gender discrimination? Why only give a specific subclause for caste discrimination? I'm just asking you a question here.